the team of Casey Navarro and AJ Francis, First Class.
We love to see First Class here in the impact zone, but we are not alone here on the desk, Tom.
We are joined on commentary. It's been a busy night at the desk.
Very much.
O.J. Jackson Jr. is joining us on commentary. You know, I'm pretty surprised that we could get you because the First Class Penthouse had you as their guest last week. How was that?
I mean, you know, they really brought me in with the taunting of my city, and I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
You can't spell First Class without LA, and they still want to disrespect.
O.J. Jackson Jr., actor, musician, and you can check out the No Contest Wrestling Podcast every Monday. AJ Francis and Casey Navarro are ready for tag team action ahead of Francis' battle with Mike Santana tomorrow night at Under Siege.
And their opponents, first, from an anonymous compound in Dayton, Ohio, Sami Callihan.
Well, moments ago, we heard from Mance Warner and Steph DeLander. Their next steps, their plans for them in TNA wrestling, and a lot of that stems from the vicious barbed wire massacre match that went down between Callihan and Warner at Unbreakable.
Well, not only that, part of the reason this match all came together is AJ Francis in First Class. They had approached Sami Callihan about maybe being their killer after everything that went down in Unbreakable. Fortunately, Callihan and his tag team partner tonight, Mike Santana, were not fans of that idea.
Yes, sir.
Santana was gone. Hey, y'all. Step born nasty. The rotten apple don't fall far from the wicked tree. Put depression out of misery. It lives in me, but I fight because the light at the end of the tunnel will deliver peace. Be the epitome.
And his tag team partner from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, Mike Santana.
Tomorrow night, live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario. Mike Santana will go one-on-one with AJ Francis at Under Siege. And it was also O'Shea last week on the First Class Penthouse. In my opinion, Mike Santana is my favorite uninvited guest in the history of the First Class Penthouse. I know you were excited to see him.
Yeah, man, he came and had my back. Of course, the one thing to make LA and New York come together would be hating AJ Francis.
I mean, look, O'Shea, I don't mean I gotta put you on the spot, though. Look, I know AJ said a couple things might have rubbed you the wrong way, but you came on to his show fighting him. That's like coming into someone's house and rubbing your shoes on their couch. I mean, it's a little bit of disrespect there.
Listen, when you promise one thing and then when you walk in, they give you another. The city of Los Angeles has had my back for years. I gotta have theirs.
Pulling a Rick James on the man.
Mike Santana was rocking a vest that was gifted to him by the legend Homicide. I know you know all about Homicide and his recent retirement. He passed the torch to Mike Santana as the head of pro wrestling in New York, so to speak.
That's got to be a great honor for him, and I know he's going to take that torch and move on to AJ Francis right now.
So tell me what you really think about AJ Francis, O'Shea. I have my opinions. I want to hear yours.
We've heard enough of yours, Tom.
I mean, AJ Francis, you know, obviously a big man who knows how to do big man things, but I call him Mr. Bright Idea because he seems to always have something cooking up, and then he throws a wrench into the plans.
AJ Francis still pretty ticked off that he was interrupted during the First Class Penthouse by Mike Santana last week. Casey Navarro trying to calm down the big man, and well, Navarro's dealt with Santana one-on-one in the past. It didn't really go that well, Ray Walt.
It did not go the way Navarro wanted. Tonight could be the same.
Uh-oh. Oh, a big shot. Senton by Santana. It's a busy night, as I mentioned on commentary. Later on tonight in our main event, it's the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry and Elijah up against the System with NXT's Trick Williams joining us here at the desk. Also still to come, the in-ring debate between Robert Stone and Santino Marella, moderated by Gia Miller. I cannot wait to hear what comes out of that. What do you think about Robert Stone and Victoria Crawford coming into TNA Wrestling and calling the shots? They don't even work here.
Well, every time Santino tries to give something to the crowd, they just want to take it away. I don't know too much about the business side of this thing, but that can't be good for business.
Oh, you got to make the people wait for it. You can't just give them everything away for free. I mean, especially First Class, they know they're all about that money, money, money.
Yeah, they're covered in it, and it's their own faces. That's got to be counterfeit.
Oh, pop-up powerbomb by Callihan.
Nothing counterfeit about that.
O'Shea, are you a fan of the Death Machine?
I mean, this dude is gearing to go. You don't want to see him in a dark alley or a lit-up arena.
I don't want to see him in general.
Did you see Barbed Wire Massacre from Unbreakable?
Listen, this is why I play pretend for money. These dudes are going out there and laying it all out on the line.
No. The man literally rubbing salt in the bloody wounds of Mance Warner that night. And now taking his frustrations out on KC Navarro. Meanwhile, Mike Santana on the apron there, staring a hole through his opponent for tomorrow night.
And AJ Francis grabbing for Callihan, trying to slow him up.
And now, wait, what's on the mind of Callihan? Look out!
Oh, and Francis catching Navarro.
That's a team.
It's pretty impressive.
That's a team. Man's got his mans.
Oh! And Navarro using the top rope there against Callihan. Sling blade, center of the ring, and just like that, First Class has taken over.
And that's the thing, First Class is the more well-oiled machine of these two here.
Tag made, in comes AJ Francis. First Class is all about making headlines everywhere they go. And speaking of which, a lot of headlines surrounding Border Brawl, Canada versus USA this Sunday, live and free, streaming on Zonify in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. You can get your tickets via TNAWrestling.com, cover, and a kick out. We understand that an invitation went out through the Toronto Star to Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney to attend Border Brawl, and an invitation went out through the New York Post to President Donald Trump also to attend Border Brawl. Who knows what's going to go down this weekend? Again, get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com. Right now, the referee's trying to control Mike Santana. First Class continues to cheat behind the referee's back and instigate things.
Santana should know to stay on that apron.
O'Shea knowing that under siege, Mike Santana, you're dealing with AJ Francis, but you're also dealing with Navarro. Should Santana expect more of the same of what we've seen tonight?
You're talking about my man Pink Hair over here. You got to keep an eye on somebody like that at all times. In fact, I want an app that tells me where KC is at all times, just so I know.
That's a good idea. A tag made.
Let's go.
In comes Santana.
Here we go.
To meet Casey Navarro, who's taken off his feet. Big boot right there to AJ Francis.
Here we go. Speed picking up here in the impact zone. Back and forth. Look out.
Oh, going for the rolling buck 50.
Hot damn. On point, no doubt about that.
Somebody that size moving that quick is, oh my goodness.
All over the top on cue, O'Shea.
Right out here in front of us.
Nasty.
Santana on target, take another look at this. Santana going flying, taking out his opponent for Under Siege tomorrow night.
Now Santana going up top. Let's think about the poppy splash. Navarro doubles over the realist. Outline in chalk. The OIC. And a kick out by Navarro.
Navarro got almost turned inside out there.
In comes the big man, Francis. Sent to the outside by Santana.
Look at this, Santana on an absolute tear here.
And now a tag made to Callihan.
Oh, I think it's time, fellas.
Little teamwork making the dream work, perhaps.
Oh, wait a minute. Now Francis grabbing a hold of Santana, dragging him outside the ring. Callihan was thinking about the Cactus Driver 97 on Navarro. Francis has a hold of Callihan on the 305 by Navarro.
Perfect setup by Francis there, and now, boom!
The blessing in disguise. First Class beats Callihan and Santana.
It's
your point, tomorrow night at Under Siege, AJ Francis will have Casey Navarro in his corner. How does Santana combat the numbers?
I mean, you got to keep your head on a swivel. As you can see, that chemistry was talking about. Have the same chemistry with my tag team partner, TJ Jefferson, on the No Contest Wrestling Podcast. But these guys are sharks in the water. I'm praying for Mike, man. I'm praying for him.
Francis stepping to Santana. Santana wants to fight right now.
Faking out.
Running from the smoke. Running from the smoke.
There won't be any running tomorrow night at Under Siege as Mike Santana and AJ Francis go one-on-one.